Let me tell you, I've been doing this for, a while. I don't know, at least over a decade, maybe longer. And it's really, really fun because I work on 1 to 2 projects a year. They're projects that take place all over the world. I don't go all over the world. I sit and look at footage from all over the world, and it's really cool. It's really cool. I've cut films in like 12 different languages and on all sorts of busy topics.
How do you know what topics you want for your documentaries?
Well, I'm lucky in that in what I do, I hear about projects that are all, where somebody's already done the hard work of coming up with the topic, figuring out some subjects to shoot, and then I hear about a bunch of different projects and kind of pick one that interests me and where other people are cool to work with. And it's a trick. I think that you pick a subject based on the resources you have, in a way. It's like, how long is your film going to be? How many people, how much time do you have to work on it? What's your budget? And then you got to pick accordingly. Like, you can't do something on the Iraq War if you're here in in Los Angeles and you don't have the money to go over there, unless you're going to do something really stylistic. So it's I think it's sort of matching the reality of your situation with something that could be really cool and interesting. I mean, you guys are in a area, one of maybe 3 areas in the country that are really hotbeds for filmmaking. And I think that San Francisco Bay Area has, of all the sort of filmmaking centers, it's the most experimental, the least commercial in a good way. I mean, it's a very exciting place to kind of challenge ideas of what film is and what filmmaking is. And maybe you guys can be part of that next wave of filmmakers who are really rethinking some of the things about films and also how films get distributed. I think that's starting to slowly shift as people get, instead of just focusing on the long form movies, you have a lot more of these viral shorts and stuff that are getting out there, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. And I think the Bay Area can really be a part of that.
Which documentary did you win an Emmy for, and how did it feel?
The one I won an Emmy for was probably like one of the ones that nobody has seen. It was a film called Autism the Musical, and it was about a bunch of autistic kids putting on a musical. And I've been to the Emmys before. The Emmys for people like me are really long and boring. They're not the kind that you see on TV. They're like, they'll have like, the Emmy for Best Makeup Prosthetic in a long form, comedy. Best makeup prosthetic in a short form comedy. And it's like 5 hours of this. So by the time it came to me, I was so exhausted and tired, and I didn't think it would happen. Then when I got the Emmy, it was super exciting, and I remember carrying it down the street afterwards to my car, and people stopping me and asking if it was real, and it was huge. It looked like some kind of weird murder weapon or something. So it was pretty exciting in the end. They cut through any kind of all my jaded feelings and my exhaustion and whatever. I'm Kim Roberts, and you're watching Zoom In 24.
Yeah, awesome.